Hello, hello, hello. Whoops. Gotta turn my light on. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. I'm Mary Lou Andre, your host, owner and founder of dressingwell.com. So it is so great to be back on my couch. Last week I was on a very glamorous couch. We did our live show from Neiman Marcus in downtown Boston. Big shout out to Tiffany Bishop, who was our guest. If you missed that show, it's worth the replay. It's always in the group right after, but Tiffany did not disappoint. She gave us a great tutorial on what's new with summer skincare, and it was great fun. Then after that, I got in my Batmobile, went home, and then I came back the next day, Thursday, back to Neiman Marcus, where partnered with Tiffany again to do our first summer style retreat with our wonderful group of Thrive members, our women's executive leadership group that we run, and boy was that a delight. We kicked it off. I did a presentation. I actually did the Dressing Well method for them. We've updated it a bit in the last couple months, so I took that for a test drive with them. It was awesome. Really laid the foundation and set a great tone for the day. And then Sarah and I got busy. Each woman had their own dressing room. We had the magnificent team from Neiman Marcus. I had great folks helping us, led by the very talented Colleen, who was our point of contact. And wardrobes were refreshed. They got makeup, their questions answered on skincare. We had a professional photographer there, and it was just truly an amazing day. It ended with a beautiful New England luncheon. So we were the ladies that lunched, and it was just a delight. Tiffany and I have been talking about doing something like this for, about 2 years. The pandemic got in our way, but the stars aligned, and we were able to bring this amazing group of clients together and have a delightful time. So those are my catch-ups since I last saw you. If you are interested in our leadership groups, our personal development groups, please give us a call. We do offer them for clients of our firm. And of course, the best way to become a client is to book a virtual consultation, a private in-person consultation, or enroll in our very special program, 90 Days to Stellar Style. A bunch of the women that were with us last Thursday were first introduced to our firm through our awesome 90-day program. And we are getting ready for fall enrollment. I hate to say the word fall, but it is coming up. It will be here sooner than later. This glorious summer season is just wonderful, but it's always great, especially if you're somebody that wants to really take charge of your wardrobe, to get on our calendar when it works for you. So enrollment is open right now for our next 2 and final programs for 2022. We have one kicking off on August 10th. And that's the only one that we do during the day, so 12 to 1. So for those of you that have asked for a daytime program, get on my calendar, get on Sarah's calendar. We're happy to jump on a call, listen to your style goals and aspirations, and explain how this very special program can help you. If you're someone that would rather wait a little bit, our last program for 2022 kicks off on, Sarah can put it in the chat, I think it's October 12th. I know it's Columbus Day, so maybe October 10th. And that goes back to our standard time of 6 to 7 p.m. It is led by the talented duo of Sarah and Jen Coletti. They are phenomenal. And that program, it teaches our core methodology, so you really can take it anytime, but there's definitely a seasonal twist to it with the show and tell. Sarah teaches it in her Dressing Well Closet studio, and it is just again, one of the greatest things that we do. So lots going on in our world. We are booking a beautiful retreat for November with our leadership group. Our Stellar Style Inside Out program is alive and well. We are having a whole tutorial on summer hair care tomorrow at 12 noon. So we have lots of programs that we offer to folks that come in as private clients, join our 90-day program, and we'd love to open those up to you as well. So before we jump into tonight's program too deep, this is a brand new topic for us, and it is actually a huge topic: coastal grandma style. I guess I've been practicing this my whole career, but I have to admit I never really put a name on it. I started hearing about it probably back in January. I got a text from my good friend Ann Keating. I think I saw Ann popping in on the call earlier today saying, I told you about that a couple months ago. But I have to say, it was when my niece Maggie came to the Cape over the 4th, and she was rummaging through my mother's closet and talking about grandma coastal style that I really took note. So taking Maggie's lead, I think she's on the call tonight. Hello, Daisy Clark. Hello, Aunt Joan. There's Maggie popping in. I did a deep dive on coastal grandma style. So as you guys know, we don't take anything lightly around here. When we introduce something new, we try to give it our full attention, and we try to make it extremely relevant so that all of you can take 2 or 3 tips away that you can implement immediately. So of course, when I heard about this trend, I immediately thought of whales and starfish and shells, and kind of like an old school take on the trend. But when I really thought about what coastal grandma style is, I realized that we have many clients in our midst that practice it really well. Hank Philippi Ryan, you guys know she's a fan favorite. She's on the show all the time. I almost went over to her closet and stole stuff out of there tonight because she just has such a great collection of linen and cotton and cashmere that can be blended and coordinated in a way that really sets a beautiful tone. It's also really about protecting yourself from the sun in a strategic way, in a stylish way. It's also about flattering many different figure shapes and cuts, and we all come in different sizes and packages. So done well, it allows you to really celebrate the parts of yourself that you love while camouflaging some of the other things. It also allows you to dig deep into your jewelry box and take out your really fun summer jewels. I have most of my stuff is down the Cape, but I had this hanging in my office, and my boys gave this to me for my birthday many years ago. I think they got it on the Vineyard, but it's got a seashell, it's got the turquoise, and of course the turquoise goes with the browns and the blacks and the whites and the creams, which is all part of the coastal grandma speak. And I think for me, once I got past kind of the kitschy, again, the shells and the whales and the anchors, and that can be blended into a beautiful, sophisticated look well. And of course, I got the show and tell tonight to show you a couple of tips and tricks. Hello, Priscilla Fawcett, my neighbor from the Cape. But really, to me, coastal grandma style is very sophisticated, and it's an eye for the details that again offer sun protection, temperature control. It's an easy breezy look. It can be built from brand new pieces that you purchased. It can be built from old favorites in your wardrobe, which I'll show you in a minute. And it really can be as unique as you are. I find that as women age, the places that show aging the most are the knees, the elbow, and the neck. And one of the things that I love about this particular style is one of the trends, and Sarah has a cheat sheet, so just put cheat sheet, I can never say that, cheat sheet in the chat, and Sarah will send it to you at the end of the program. We also have a new blog up on our website, dressingwell.com, that highlights these 7 tips that I'm going to share with you. And it also, Sarah did a beautiful job with the pictures. So I have I have show and tell, and I'm going to talk you through the trend, but I encourage you, if you really want to train your eye to do it well, use the blog. I put up a photo of my grandmother, my aunt, and my mom in Facebook today. This trend is not new, but what makes it so fresh is how young women are embracing the trend in such a unique way. And again, when I really got over the anchors and the starfish and looked at what it does for our clients, I had a big aha moment. I actually rewrote the blog, and I'm here to celebrate it for all ages. So one of the tips, going back to the parts of our bodies that we like to, many of us like to camouflage as we age, the first tip on it is, you know, a button-down shirt. And this is actually how I took this out of my cape closet on my way up. But this is one of the outfits that you'll find me in on my beach. It's this pair of, you know, linen pants with this little rope, this kind of coastal rope. And Maggie, if you're still on, I bought these with you and your mom in Texas in the middle of January. We were at, I think we're at off 5th. And I just love them. I actually have a t-shirt I bought with you that has an anchor on it that I bought with these. So this with an anchor t-shirt that's kind of cool and edgy, that celebrates the trend. And again, usually I have my bathing suit on, and I have this denim. This shirt owes me nothing. Denim button down with the brown buttons, which pulls in kind of this nautical look. Have my bathing suit on. The collar really can flatter most women around the face, which is great. And of course, the long sleeve, when I'm sitting at the beach, I'm usually a late night. I go to the beach around 4 o'clock. It gets chilly. I love to have this kind of have this shirt. Some other shirts that I have that I wear to help me celebrate this trend. I stole this from one of my boys. It is a really old J. Crew. I can tell how old it is by the label. I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, my John probably got this at a consignment store or a thrift store in Cambridge, Massachusetts. But I stole this. They steal my stuff all the time. But I stole this because I just love it. I'm going to wear it with white linen pants, white shorts. But that's that coastal grandma style. So buy a new shirt. Even this, I just picked this up at the loft, by the way. And I love how soft it is. I like how I can do the half tuck. I like the arm coverage. I like the neckline. I got this at Uniqlo 100 years ago. This is something else I wear a lot. And it's got pockets that are kind of cool. But again, it's the neck coverage. The 3/4 arm coverage, if you like that. Hello, Martha Cunningham. Hello, Connie Barr. I see you popping in. And, of course, this is probably my favorite one because I love a nautical stripe. And I sometimes do, you know, my little Toms go so nicely with that. We'll talk about the sensible yet still stylish footwear that's part of the trend in a minute. But I even wear this over... You guys have seen so many of my clothes at this point, but this was a Tommy Bahama beach wrap that I got in Florida this year, and I tend to be super casual at our Cape home down in Cape Cod, but I love when I can make some of my more vacation pretty things a tad more casual with the button-down shirt. And of course, I love a print on print. I love that. And this, the pop to me is the orange. And Sarah has on the blog an orange bucket hat. Bucket hats are also part of the trend. Cotton bucket hats. I think an orange or a bright blue bucket hat would just make this whole dress, just give it a whole new vibe. So I also have... where did I put it? I think I just, like a sleeveless. So those are kind of my collection. A lot of my stuff's at the Cape, but I brought those. And I have this, which I really like. I got this at a consignment store. It's a really high-end cotton I wear this all the time with my white shorts, but again, it's the sleeve coverage. It's the easy breezy, not too hot sun coverage when I need it, and everything goes with these white linen pants. So tip number 1, and Sarah again has the cheat sheet. Just put it in the chat and she'll get it out to you. The first call out for the trend are the high-waisted linen pants. Got a couple more to show you. Number 2 is the button-down collar. These are a pair of linen pants that I love. I got these in Florida. You guys all know that I go to Florida every March and I have like 3 boutiques that I hit, but I love these pants. I do get them dry cleaned because I like it's a really good linen, and I have them put a tiny bit of starch in it. Mostly everything else I'm showing you goes right in the wash. And another big call out from my mom is she is just a master of washing linen and cotton and even cashmere. And this weekend I had on a really cute romper. It was white linen, flowy, kind of culotte-y. I really love it. I just got it. And I got a stain on it. So she got the stain out, put it in the wash, and she hung it out to dry. So if you like that really great smell of your clothes being out on the dryer, this whole trend is that light, breezy, easy to care for. Even the linens, you can be wrinkled, can be a little wrinkled, and still look really, really sharp. So I think I covered those 2. It's also high-waisted skirts. I've got 2. And so this is, some of the brands that when I have a client that's going to do really well with this. Again, somebody that wants to hide some weight, somebody that doesn't really love their legs, these longer, fuller cut pants. This Eileen Fisher, let's see, J. Jill, Soft Surroundings, they all have a lot of these skirts and pants. And you can get the button downs anywhere, from your child's closet like I did to one of the shirts I showed you is from Target, one's from Uniqlo, one's super high-end from a consignment store. So, and a lot of this stuff I've had for a long time. Like every trend that we help you guys with. Hello, Cece. I hope you're feeling better. I know you have COVID. Welcome. Love that you're here. Hope you're feeling better. I went over to my mom's house and grabbed some stuff out of her closet. I'll show you those in a minute. I took some things out of my beach house. I'm mad I didn't bring some more, but I couldn't take everything with me. And then I kind of made the rounds in my closets here. So this is Eileen Fisher. I got this at Filene's in Chestnut Hill, just to show you how old it is. But I've done everything with this, from a really long oversized sweater to a short cropped top. I used to, even back in the day, wear this to more, with heels probably, even though I would never do that now. But it's the linen. It's a nice Irish linen. It's Eileen Fisher. Talbot's has some nice Irish linen. They have really great linen button-down shirts. So you get the gist. The next one, so number 1 is the high-waisted linen pants, skirts. This is another favorite. This is Vince. This is just a really nice linen skirt that just looks super great. It looks very modern right now with sneakers, and I'll get to that in a minute. And I was going to go out shopping for you guys, and I just ran out of time today. But even those big house dresses that are so in with the puffy sleeves, those are all part of the trend right now. Hello, Susan Buckley. Welcome. I see you put cheat sheet in there. Sarah will be happy to get that out to you. So the other one, we're on the pants for a minute. It's also like the high-waisted straight jeans. Do I have mine down here? I have this super old pair that I never got rid of because I love them. And they're just straight and baggy. They're high-waisted. I can put a belt on them, and they look great. I also have a newer pair. Where are they? I don't think I brought them down. White, and then I have, these linen pants that have been hanging around for a while. They kind of mirror the trend. And I even have these, which are really old. They're Ellen Tracy, but they're the full leg, and I put them on the other day with a really flat sandal and a billowy blouse, and it really looks sharp. So I hold on to things that are good quality, that I know the cuts come in and out, that fit me, and I go from there. And my last one that I'll show you on that is I got these in Italy. And when we look at these are so billowy, like anyone could wear these. But when I went to Italy in 2019, it was over 100 degrees when we were there. We were there in July. And I immediately got these. And I guess I was really practicing the coastal grandma trend then. I got that. What else did I get? I brought some stuff down. I picked up, because I really didn't pack well for that trip because of the heat, I got this little t-shirt. It's linen, had a little bit of silver on it, and they were at this little kiosk. I think I paid like nothing for these, under $20. So I got a blue, practicing what I preach. I got the blue and the green because it was so hot, and I knew I could do it with the white pants. I think I got 5 items on that shopping trip. I got these awesome lightweight green with the high waist, and I didn't bring it down, but I got this. I had gray Birkenstocks for that trip. So I found this gray leather belt that really pulled it together. And I ended up buying these 2 scarves, super cheap, super cheap. But you know me, I want a little flair on my Italian holiday. And I could do this and this. And the day that we were going over to the Vatican, I didn't end up going in. My kids did, everybody else did on the trip. My husband and I went out for a glass of wine. But I had this just in case I needed it for going into the Vatican. I've been to the Vatican many times. That particular trip at over 100 degrees, I wanted my kids to go, but I didn't. But again, so much of what we teach here is on the preparation and the thought process. So I wanted to show you that. And I still don't wear these too much. I might wear them tomorrow. It's so hot here. But I got the, again, the green pant, the white pant, which I wear a lot. I have these at the Cape. I have these here because I feel like these are more of like a travel. These are part of like my travel collection. And I didn't leave the store until I got the 2 scarves. Not the best pieces I have in my wardrobe by any stretch, but almost throwaway clothes. I don't throw away my clothes, but you know what I mean. They were so inexpensive, but they fit the bill, and they allowed me to grow my coastal grandma style. So that's what I'll say on those. Next is the toppers. So this I got at my mom's house when I was helping her clean out. It's cotton. I think she got it in Ireland. But how cute is that? She also has some from the Fagawi race. I can't believe I didn't grab those, Mom. But my mom and Dad went to the Fagawi weekend, Memorial Day on Nantucket for years and years and years. And she has all these bucket hats. If the grandkids see them, I'm out of luck. But they're just fabulous. She also has some Fagawi oversized old school polos, which my niece Maggie would just die for. They're big and baggy, and they just go with that vibe. Like you can kind of roll the sleeve. I've noticed my kids are kind of wearing, the kids that come and visit me at my house and my own kids, a lot of them do the thrift store shopping, and when you can mix and match the vintage with the newer pieces, it's really cool. The other trend is the visors. That's a real coastal grandma look. My mom, I posted a picture again of my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, and my mom had one on. And then I found this in her closet. Sorry, you are not getting this back. With the rainbow. Super love this. And now that I am an expert pickleball player, I need some visors. So, sorry, Mom, you're not getting these back. I'm taking those for me. So, the bucket hats. And before we get into the accessories, I just wanted to show you a couple of things that my mom had in her closet. So this is a Tommy Bahama that she wears. She looks like $1,000,000. My mother is dark Irish and can wear these really awesome primary colors. So I just love when she's got that on with a pair of white capris, or, you know, white. It's like, it's so soft and so lightweight. She also, because I do a lot of her shopping, I bought this for her in Florida. So this is kind of more, you know, the traditional coastal grandma style, but what I love about it is the zipper, the pockets, the 3/4 sleeve, and she can do this with jeans, and it's actually more of an updated sweatshirt. So I'm surprised that Maggie didn't get her hands on that, but that was in her closet. And then the funniest thing I wanted to show you, so when my niece Maggie was talking about the coastal grandma trend, and of course I was like all ears, following her around to see how the young folks do it, she was really cold. So I offered what I thought was my coolest jacket, my coolest new purchase, which I absolutely love, my denim coat that I just got. It's just longer and pocketed, and I think it's just so cool. And she grabbed this out of my mother's closet. This is from like Draper and James, or Draper and Damon's. My sister's gonna crack up. But this is what Maggie had on with her, you know, ripped jeans or cool t-shirt. And this has been in my mother's closet for a long time. So there you have it. This is coastal grandma style on steroids, thanks to Miss Maggie. So I'm throwing all my stuff around here like I usually do. I'm looking at my rack. So the next one is the shoes. And I did go out and shop for the shoes last night. You know I take this program really seriously, and I really wanted to do it right. So the coastal grandma shoe trend is sensible. It provides coverage, but it's not old lady. It's not fuddy-duddy. I think all of the stylists on our team will agree with me that there's a lot of people that will say I need comfortable shoes. We can always find comfortable footwear. So I wanted to start with like a platform sneaker. Will give you some height. It will stay really secure on your foot, and just think about how cool that is with, you know, my Vince linen skirt. So if you're someone that is business casual in the office and you want to celebrate some of these trends, like this is what I wear actually. This skirt, and I augment trends. This is, again, Ann Taylor Loft. Got this for a couple of people this year. I love a cap sleeve. I love the linen cotton. And with the sneakers and the right jewelry and the linen skirt, it is an awesome look. Gives me a little bit of height. And again, very secure on the foot. A lot of our older clients and our younger clients, it really doesn't matter anymore. That's what I love what's going on with fashion, is that it's much more casual and sophisticated and just sensible. But if you're somebody that really doesn't like an open toe, you really don't like your feet, like these slides, this one has a back strap, but these are really sharp with the linen pants, with the skirts. If I was doing one of those really fabulous dresses, I probably wouldn't do anything this conservative. But this shoe also goes, this is a great trend, not in white, but it's a great transitional shoe. Hello, Karen Elliott, nice to see you. So that's one I wanted to show you. And then I love an espadrille. These are the oldie but goodie. I've had these for so long. The outfit that I did with these forever. Whoops, where am I going? And again, I really do practice what I preach. I whip through my closets and I find all, this one is, this sweater owes me nothing. But again, it's the cap sleeve, it's the linen. I can wear it over jeans, I can wear it over any kind of pant. But for years, I did it with a jean and this espadrille. I already showed you my little Toms and even my Keds. I got these in New York City at Loehmann's like 100 years ago. I have them in black, but I dug them out and I actually lived in them this weekend. They're brown, they've got the cream on the bottom, and they look really great. Remember, one of my truisms Navy loves brown. So a pair of jeans with these. And the other thing is next week we're going to break some more, we're going to bust some style myths next week. That's our program. And I'm going to get into print and mixing white and cream. And can you do some of this after Labor Day? We'll get into that next week. But I love this as a traditional, I usually use it as a transitional shoe, but I wore it all weekend because it was that distressed look that's really popular. What other shoes do I have here? Oh, I have another one. These are just phenomenal. I just fell in love with these. These are Donald Pliner. This is what I mean about a sensible shoe that gives a lot of style. The platform. I was just with somebody yesterday. She's a CEO, a tech company, and she's like, she wants to wear jeans, and she is wearing jeans. But the shoes were wrong. I was like, let's get you some jazzy shoes. Let's get you some height, because she said, I really feel, you know, when I'm more elevated, I feel a little bit more confident. She's on the petite side, but you know, look at these. They're linen and cork. You've got the white, but wearing these with some of the linen pants and skirts is just fabulous. And then the last ones that I got you to show are just, again, another little espadrille. So if you're someone that doesn't like to show your whole foot, you're very sensitive, you like some coverage, you can be sensible and still stylish. And the next one I wanted to showcase, and I know we're running up on the clock, but I hope you guys are still following me here. I gotta reach over, excuse me, is the signature layering piece of this trend. Is not a jean jacket. It is more of a cardigan sweater. Like a chunky, this is from the Gap. I bought this, I think, last year when I was traveling. But, you know, it just goes over everything. You can put a scarf, you can go to the beach, you can just, you know, live in it. So I wanted to show you that. I have one in white. Whenever I get ready for these programs, I discover things that I have not had on in a while. And I just love how this looks. It's the same weight as my top. You like the three-quarter, or the half tuck is very popular right now. But this is an oldie. It was in my cape closet, and I wore this out on the boat Sunday, and it was awesome. I had on a little t-shirt, my shorts, and it just felt great. So number 5 is the chunky cardigans. Number 6 are the straw bags and totes. So, you know, this one is a Tory Burch, canvas, straw, leather, and lightweight. But this is just for like toting everything. The other things, you know, we had back in February, we had Julia was on the program. Julia Fischetti, who's a knitter. All of these like old-fashioned kind of hobbies, I think we're all craving and we're all being nostalgic. We've had such a tough year. But hello, Margie Michaels. But think if you were a knitter or if you like to read, just like throwing everything in here. Go to the beach, do an errand. But think of it with the shirt, the sweater, the, you know, a brown shoe to kind of tie that in. It's just a really fun way to dress. And of course you're getting the coverage, you're getting you're able to like really play up your assets and camouflage some of the things that you're not super comfortable with. And then the last one is cashmere turtlenecks, and that is on my list. I do not have a cashmere turtleneck that I can wear in the summer, but the best image I can give you is think of, I love Cindy Wellahan. Think of Diane Keaton in Something's Gotta Give. Who can guess, if you guess without Googling it, what year that movie came out? You have to do it in the next five seconds. Post it in the chat. What year Something's Gotta Give with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson came up, and we'll send you a copy of the book. No cheating, but I was surprised when I looked at what year that came out. But that is a fabulous movie. I think it's filmed in Long Island, and Diane Keaton has the cream turtlenecks. Some people can wear black in the summer. I don't tend to do that, but I am after a beautiful cotton cashmere turtleneck. That's on my list, and you know I will find it. I have some beautiful cashmere sweaters. Posted one over 4th of July with the lobster on it, and people went nuts. I kind of collect those. again, consignment stores. And these pieces, if you are, when I go on vacation, I definitely go into the consignment, to all the boutique stores. And I didn't bring it, but I got this really cool sweater. I go to the chart room in Falmouth almost every weekend on our boat. They have a new little gift store, and I got this really cute linen sweater. Awesome. And it does have little anchors on it, but it's done in a really nice way, and I'll be living on that in the next couple of weeks. So the only thing I did not highlight on the cheat sheet are accessories. And just to end the program, that's when, like I said, this necklace that my kids gave me. My boys are, it's birthday this week. My boys are going to be 23 on Friday. Holy cow, how did that even happen? But I love when I can wear stuff that they gave me. I have this little jewelry box, and this is where I put all my summer stuff. And, you know, my husband gave me that for a special anniversary. And it's just a beautiful bracelet that if I've got all white on, it goes really well with that. Hello, Mary. Hi, Mary Beth Castley. Good to see you. Hello, Alexandra. Good to see you. And then I have all these beads that I just kind of collect wherever I go. I actually have like this one of my little buddies at the Cape made for me. And I just have all of these kind of, you know, and some of you have, you know, I don't have that big a collection, but, you know, just top them, throw them all on. It goes with that beachy vibe. And again, it's just sophisticated. Other jewelry that I have, I had this on a couple of weeks ago. This is Stellar and Dot. But it's just, it's cotton and linen. It's got the gold. It just goes so beautifully with the cotton and the linen and the cashmere. And, you know, even jewelry like this, which is kind of cheapo, but it's still kind of fun to wear. What do I have on? Oh, I got my tortoiseshell. Kathy Smith, one of our stylists, gave these to me for my birthday last year. Thank you, Kathy. And I always love a cuff. My clients that do this trend extremely well have amazing jewelry, and we just load up on their beautiful cuffs in gold and silver. And even my sister gave me this many years ago. Thank you, Kathleen. I love it. And I love using the turquoise, and even the color I have on. This is, I was too hot to put a shirt on, sorry guys, but this kind of top I definitely use in the summer to layer the whole linen and cotton look. So that is my program. I hope you got 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 tips. I hope I motivated you to get in your closet, get a visor, get a cotton bucket hat, put it on your head in a way that makes you happy, and celebrate this magnificent trend that I want to thank my niece Maggie for inspiring me to really investigate it and share what I found for all of you. So that's it for tonight. Next week we have an amazing program planned. We're gonna do we're gonna break some more style myths, because I've been hearing quite a few lately that I need to get in front of you guys and share with you that fashion is where you find it. Fashion is how you celebrate you. And we're gonna bust some myths and give you some great more ideas next week on our Beyond Dressing Well program. So as we always say, when you show up, we show up. And we have a rockin' good time. So if you've got some friends that you think might like this type of program, please invite them. We are going for 2,000 members by the end of 2022. And we are halfway through the year, and we're halfway to our goal. So we appreciate anything that you can do to help us spread the word. And again, I hope you learn 1 or 2 things that make your everyday style a little bit easier. All right, thanks to Sarah for monitoring the chat. She'll get those cheat sheets out to you. And what's the movie Something's Gotta Give came out in 2003. So we'll see who wins the book. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you again next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of the week. See you later. Bye-bye.